Hi, my name is RobIMax, and I will be playing Fortnite again in 2026 to see what they added. I think, me personally, that I am more than fit to talk. Because, I mean, not to brag, but just look at my sexy skin that I have. Anyway, now that I proved that I can actually talk about this, let's get to the first thing I'll talk about. And the first thing is sprites. What the fuck is a sprite? The first time I joined the game and when I saw the advertisement they do of sprites, I instantly clicked on it and I saw this. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I don't know why I made it sound so dramatic, but I mean, just look at it. So it's like Pokemon shit. So you need to pick the fire, earth, or water one. And of course, like any sensible being, I picked the water one. And if you're wondering why do I say water like that, it's none of your business, baby. But be sure to comment about it because I need views and engagement. Anyway, back to this. I have quite a lot to say about sprites. I mean, they are weird. When I first joined, absolutely, they were something I didn't know nothing about at the time. So I just kinda didn't know what to do with them. I picked Waterman because it said that it heals you over time, and I mean, it does, but I never actually saw it doing it. So that's why I honestly think that most of the sprites are kinda completely useless. I mean, they do buff you a little bit, but it's so only almost insignificant. But I said most of them. I'll come back to that. Anyway, you unlock sprites by extracting them. What do I mean by that? Well, there is this extraction machine on the map, like this one right here. So you use that machine so you can extract the sprites so you can have it in your lobby so you can get it off spawn. And this is what that looks like. So here you have the sprites that you already extracted, and there are so fucking many. I can't even believe how many of this they are. And they have battle pass, so you have to have battle pass to unlock some of them too, which is bullshit. And also, can I just say, who in their right mind is going to pay 4,000 sprite dust to get one single sprite for one match, and if you die you lose it, and you have to pay 4,000 fucking sprite dust. There is so many better things you can buy for 4,000 sprite dust, but not this bullshit. Yeah, best believe nobody is doing that. And back to the thing I said before about some of the sprites being completely useless, some of them being good. Here's that example. So, do you see this fucking sprite right here? That sprite gives you shield whenever you emote, which sounds like the most broken thing of all time. And it is. But the first few levels is complete dogshit. You dance for 5 hours and you get 0 shield. I swear to god, you get like 1 shield per second. But when you upgrade it, oh my goodness, it fucking laps all the other sprites. It's miles better. It's better than all the other sprites I found, or I mean, I used, but it's way fucking better than all the other sprites. But there are also these things called gummy sprites, and they are basically just normal sprites with buffs. So let's use this fire sprite for example. That sprite does the exact same thing a normal fire sprite does, but it's rare and costs 4,000 sprite dust just because it gives you 10% more XP when it kills a player. And it's like that with all other gummy sprites. Every single one of them gives you a buff, but it's so insignificant that it basically doesn't matter. Alright, I think that's enough of the sprite part of the video. Now let's get to thing 2, which is the map. Now the map is completely new. All locations are new, no old locations, everything is different. And also, as you can see, they also added this pin thing, so you can pin every location. But I mean, that's not really important, but yeah. Anyway, like all other Fortnite maps, the map is pretty big, and um, the locations are also pretty different. I mean, they are cool, but what kind of pisses me off is that there are no bosses. There are no mythic special weapons. There are no bosses to specific locations. No, nothing. No, nothing. Literally, just sometimes there's a vault here or there. Sometimes you may find a key or something to open a vault to find weapons. But there isn't really anything special about locations. I mean, the locations are cool, but that's not really what makes it in Fortnite like special. I mean, there are bosses scattered around the map, but they're just in random locations, and they drop just mythic versions of the guns that are already in the game. They don't drop like special weapons like in season 2, chapter 2, season 4, when the marble weapons. That season was absolutely amazing. Definitely my favorite season of Fortnite, but uh, that doesn't matter right now. What matters is that it's boring. You get the same weapons every time. You get the you kill the same bosses, and it's like there's no weapon variety. There is no like you have 3 shotguns, you have 3 rifles, and you have 1 SMG type in the game, in the whole game. That's it. Nothing, and it's just boring. And there's another cool thing that I noticed. The storm is a triangle now, which I think is pretty cool actually, cause I mean I think it's canon that the storm is actually a triangle, not a circle. I think I'm probably wrong. Yes, I am wrong. The storm is definitely a circle, not a triangle. I'm sorry, but it's still cool that it's a triangle. So I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's about everything I had to say for the map. Let's now go to the... I already talked about items a little bit in my map segment, but items this season aren't really like anything special. I mean, you do have a lot of items, but it's not really anything cool, you know? And the thing I noticed with these items is that they just feel like reskins of the classic items that were in earlier seasons. Like, let's say for example, this AR and this purple shotgun in my inventory. Look at these 2 guns. Aren't they literally just the burst rifle from earlier seasons and the tactical shotgun? They even act the same. They even shoot the same. The only difference is that they look different, and the purple shotgun has less bullets than the tactical shotgun. That is the only difference between those 2 weapons. But the burst rifle is the exact fucking same gun that was in the game years ago. No difference from the burst rifle. And those are not the only weapons. Every other weapon in the game is a copy of a different weapon. Except one of the rifles, which is the explosion rifle. The explosion rifle is actually a unique and good addition to the game. Can you imagine that? A actually different weapon? No way! I mean, I am kinda exaggerating, but my point still stands. Every other weapon in the game is a copy of an old one. But the explosion rifle is quite literally the only weapon that's completely new in the game. Like, that you haven't seen a mechanic before. Like, sure, we had like things that explode, but the explosion rifle is just completely different in the way, like, when you shoot it, it's like a slow rifle, but it also had explosions. So the explosion also deals extra damage, but it also deals explosion damage when you miss the enemy. You shoot the floor, it explodes and also damages the enemy. Like, it's new, and that's good. but everything else is just a copy. But now let's get into the utility items. So you see this thing in my inventory, this on number 4, right? I have 5 of those. Can you tell me what those are? You can, right? Those are shockwaves, right? No, actually, those are not shockwaves. That's a completely new item they added. So then how did you know that those were shockwaves? Because it's fucking obvious. Because it's a copy of the fucking shockwaves. The only difference is that it gives you infinite stamina after you use it. Why don't you just save yourself the time and energy, Epic Games, to just add in the old shockwaves? Why must you add new ones? What's the fucking point? It's literally the same shockwave, just gives you infinite stamina after. Like, it's not a bad thing, I'm just wondering why. And that's just one of the utility items. But, I mean, the rest are good. I mean, they brought back the Rift to Go, which is great. At least they didn't fucking reskin that one. But they also have these boots. And these boots just make you slide faster. Which, like, yeah, that's original. I mean, not really, but the item takes inventory space. Takes 1 inventory space. So I just never use it. Like, why would I? Just because the speed it gives you is like not worth a whole inventory space. Like, for that inventory space, you could put so many different, like, you could put a Rift to Go, which is just way better for escape situations, or maybe or also the Shockwave, which is also way better for doing that. Like, they are just, it's power correct. It's just, there are way better stuff to do to put in your inventory except those boots. Anyways, the next thing is here. Tell me one person's name in this battle pass that isn't John Wick. You can't, right? Well, that's okay, cause I can't either. What the fuck? Who are these random ass people in this battle pass, bro? And I mean, I wouldn't be mad that I don't know these people if the skins looked good. But no, there is a fucking duck guy when there are already duck guys in the game, probably. There is a sprite in a suit which nobody's going to fucking have that skin on unless that is the only skin they have. And the only saving grace of the battle pass is Daddy John Wick. No one else. They only added back John Wick as a nostalgia bait. I mean, no shit, of course they did that, but like, every other skin is ass and nobody's going to wear them. Like, I guarantee you. And not only that, they changed how the battle pass works. Why the fuck do they keep changing how the battle pass works? Why do they do that? Why? Why do they have pages of the fucking battle pass? Why do they have them separated? Why do they have the OG battle pass? Why do they have Lego? Who even plays Lego? Why is everything so shit? Talking about the battle pass, of course. Anyway, next thing I'll talk about is I learned that Fortnite is complete fun. It's fun. And Fortnite will always be fun. Sure, the season might be bad. Sure, the weapons might be old, reskinned. But Fortnite will always be fun. If it has its core gameplay, if it still has its core gameplay, if it's still good, if it still has builds, unlike that one season, Fortnite is always gonna be fun. Fortnite is always going to be a good game, whether people accept it or not. Because I always hear people shitting on Fortnite, and it's like, yeah, it is bad this season compared to all the other ones, but it's still fun. Shooting people is still fun. Killing players is still fun. Everything that makes the game fun is still in the game. Sure, the season might be worse, but at the end of the day, it's still a fun game, and I recommend you play it because most of all it's free, but it's fun. So that's what we learned. Games can be bad, games can be good, but most of all, the game is the best when it's fun. When no matter how when it updates, no matter what it adds, the game is fun. And that's the most important thing a game can be. Anyways, thank you for watching. I love you. Thank you. Please subscribe, like, please share. I love you. Mwah.